All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever stood in the milk aisle, just feeling completely overwhelmed by all the choices, you are not alone. It gets even trickier when you're trying to protect your kidneys, and the advice out there can feel like it's pulling you in a million different directions. And it leads to this really serious question, right? Could that daily glass of milk actually be doing more harm than good? Well, the truth is, the wrong kind of milk can, over time, quietly put a lot of stress on your kidneys. So yeah, the stakes are pretty high. But hey, don't worry, that's exactly why we're here. We're going to untangle all this confusion so that the next time you're standing in that aisle, you're going to feel confident and know exactly what to look for. To do that, we need a system. Let's call it the kidney decoder. It's really just a simple set of 3 rules we can use to check any milk and see if it's a good choice for kidney health. And here they are, the big 3: potassium, phosphorus, and protein. If you have any kidney concerns at all, these are the 3 nutrients that absolutely have to be on your radar. So why these 3 specifically? Well, you can think of your kidneys as super smart filters. When they're damaged, they have a really tough time filtering out extra potassium and phosphorus from your blood. That buildup can lead to some serious problems down the road. Protein is a little different. Your needs might go up or down depending on your specific situation, which is why it's so important to know how much is in your glass. Now, let's zoom in on phosphorus for a second, because this is probably one of the most important things to understand. See, not all phosphorus is created equal. The kind you find naturally in whole foods, your body only absorbs about half of it. But the additives that are put into processed foods, and you'll spot them because they usually have PHOS right in the name, your body absorbs nearly all of that. That's what makes them so much harder on your kidneys. So, rule number 1 is to watch out for those additives. Okay, now that we have our kidney decoder rules, let's walk down that virtual milk aisle and start putting them to the test on the most popular options out there. So let's start with a few that are generally considered safer choices. As you can see, rice milk, almond milk, and coconut beverage are usually low in all 3 of our key minerals. Rice milk is a fantastic choice if you're dealing with a lot of food allergies. Almond milk is super low in protein, which can be great for someone in the earlier stages of kidney disease. And coconut beverage is often a go-to for people who need to watch their oxalate intake. And we'll talk about why that matters right now. So here's the catch with almond milk. Almonds are naturally high in something called oxalates, and oxalates can contribute to kidney stones. This is a really, really important warning for anyone who has polycystic kidney disease or PKD, or if you've had kidney stones in the past. And that same warning about oxalates applies to cashew milk too. Since it's also made from a nut that's high in oxalates, you'll want to be just as careful if you're someone who is prone to getting kidney stones. It just goes to show you it really matters what the milk is made from. All right, let's switch gears and look at an option that's in a completely different ballpark: soy milk. Where soy milk really stands out from the crowd is its protein content. Now, that high protein can be a great thing for people on dialysis, who often need more protein. But there's a trade-off. A single 8-ounce cup of soy milk can pack around 400 milligrams of potassium. To put that in perspective, that's way higher than most other plant milks, so you absolutely have to account for that in your daily total. And now for what might be the most popular milk on the shelf these days: oat milk. What's really different about oat milk is its carbohydrate content. It's much higher in carbs than a lot of other choices, which means it can have a bigger impact on your blood sugar. And that's a super important thing to think about, since many people with kidney disease also need to manage diabetes. So really, this all boils down to one simple habit. You have to become a label detective. For coconut milk, that means making sure you grab the beverage in the carton, not the canned kind for cooking, which is loaded with potassium. For oat milk, you have to check the potassium content because it can be completely different from one brand to the next. And for flax milk, you've got to scan for hidden ingredients like pea protein, which can sneak in extra phosphorus. Okay, we've decoded the minerals. We've looked at the different kinds of milk. But there is one master code, one single rule that is more important than almost anything else we've talked about. So let me ask you, after you've glanced at the potassium and protein on the nutrition label, what is the number 1 most important thing you have to do next? This is it. This is the master code. You must always, and I mean always, turn that carton around and scan the ingredient list. You're hunting for one thing: any ingredient that has PHOS in the name. Remember, those are the sneaky additives that are almost 100% absorbed by your body. Just avoiding those is the single most powerful thing you can do for your kidneys. So let's put this all together into a simple 4-step game plan for the grocery store.
Step 1, check the key minerals on the nutrition label. Step 2, read the entire ingredient list. Step 3, if you see anywhere with phos in it, put it back on the shelf. And step 4, whenever possible, choose unsweetened versions to help keep your blood sugar in check. That's it. That's your whole checklist.
Because at the end of the day, there really is no single best milk that works for everyone. The right choice is deeply personal. It depends on your lab results, your stage of kidney disease, and your health in general. The goal here is to give you the knowledge to work with your doctor or dietitian to find the perfect fit for you. So the next time you're in that aisle, you're not going to feel overwhelmed. You'll have the decoder. You'll have the tools to make a choice that you can feel really good about. So now that you know how to read the labels, what's your next choice going to be?